So after the 3 weeks, all the bread now is turned into the miso with bread miso making kit. And here is I think I said 12 different bread, but actually it is 13. It is 13, so it's 13 different types of bread turned into 13 different types of bread miso with WAKEAT bread miso making kit. So I don't think I explained which bread is which in the beginning. I know I should have done it. But so what I'm gonna do, basically I am going to taste each of bread miso, 13 bread miso, and I'll give my opinion to you guys, and I'll also show the texture of it. However, its good part is all the bread managed to turn into miso by bread miso making kit. So the good part, do you remember even I had very hard bread? That's also managed. So I'll get the spoon and shall we start? Okay, this is the first bag. White bread. It's really the good mixture and it's nice miso texture. Okay. Green spoon. Smells a little bit alcoholic. Its texture is very smooth because I also remember this bread didn't have any seed or herbs inside. So it's very smooth. It feels like a miso itself. This is very good. So this is the second one, and it was a white roll bread. Oh, it smells more strong alcoholish smell. That means fermentation is still keep going. And texture is also very miso-like. I think it's because it's also this was quite raw. It's quite similar to the first one. Okay, third one. It was without the crust, and I think it was sourdough bread. Oh, okay, yeah. The texture very similar. It's nice miso texture, but it's definitely have a different types of smell than the first two, which was white bread base. Wow. Different. Taste is much milder because the smell, when I smelled it, I felt it's milder. It's nice and mild. It's almost like feel less salted. That means like this one's fermentation are going really good level. The first two probably still very active, especially the second one, I think. The fourth one, real bagel from New York. And when I got it from one of my friends, it was very hard already. So it was very difficult to do this process. But now it's also turned into good miso paste. It got very hard, the bagel itself. So I think it's less moist and more like harder paste. Very mild smell. Oh, and this bagel was just plain bagel. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh wow, it's so smooth. I don't know what makes it, but it feels very smooth miso. I know I'm just repeating same things. Fifth one. Okay, this was brown bread, German kind of style. You know which bread I'm talking about? Maybe I just put some looks in here with sesame seed on the top. Okay, can you see it? I think it was quite moist, so it's a little bit liquidish. I can smell a bit of alcohol, but not strong as much as the white bread. Ooh. Oh, I think this bread also had maybe sunflower seed. So when you bite it, you taste it and you can feel the seed inside. Wow. Oh, I like this one. Of course, I like all of it. Okay. We are still not halfway through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 6. This was brown loaf bread with some seed was inside. I'm not sure it was I think it was pumpkin seed and maybe sunflower, I'm not sure. Sorry, but it was really brown, nice bread. Wow, it smells almost like a chocolate. You see? And it was actually quite dry, but it's a nice texture now. And I think it's darker because bread itself is darker, so it's compared to obviously. Right, okay. This was white bread, and this is brown bread. You see? It's darker. Whoa. Oh wow, that piece I just had pumpkin seed inside. So it's when you bite it, obviously you can taste the pumpkin seed, but it's really mild. It seems like darker bread it's got milder. Interesting found. This is 7th. This was nicely baked, I think sourdough based bread, white flour based bread. And it was still quite fresh. Yeah, so it's a little bit moisturer than last one because it was freshly baked. Not too strong smell, but this still have this alcohol fragrance, so it's I think fermentation still go active. So I think even the sourdough, if the white flour is based, fermentation go quite active, therefore have a more alcohol fragrance. When you put it inside the mouth, the bread miso itself brings a bit of alcohol flavor. However, it's nicely mild. Yeah. 8. This was also quite low. But they said something about honey. I'm not sure they use the honey or like some types of sweetness. Need to ask. But this was also very kind of hard and dry in the beginning. So yeah, it's more like a stronger texture. Is this just because I just said honey? It smells. I can smell the sweetness. Whoa. Oh. It's nice and mild. Even though I think it was quite low. It's because compared to this white low base bread to this one was drier. So that means like obviously texture already represent the difference of the amount of moist, so water inside. So obviously water is very important for the accelerated fermentation too. Okay, so this one I guess because it was a bit drier, even though white bread, so its fermentation go milder. And maybe it was some sweetness inside, so I can taste this sweetness, possibly honey, in the end of the taste of miso. I need to keep counting it because I'm very nice. It was nicely baked, beautiful bread with nice crust around. Oh. Yeah, because I think it's also a sourdough. It's milder smell. That's nice. Can't tell that I'm crazy about miso. Okay. So it was still a bit freshish because they baked it, I think the day before yesterday. Oh no, sorry, the day before, so. Oh, wow. Oh, in the end, I can taste a bit of the bread itself. That's also really nice. Wow, maybe it's like that nicely baked crust makes this. Tense. This bread also had some seed inside. And I wasn't sure it was brown or white, but it wasn't brown bread. Well, each restaurant knows which bread they use, so, but I should ask. Could be sourdough. Now I start realizing it from the smell of it. Texture. Yes. You see it? Yeah. Oh wow. Alright, it's also like leaves some. First its saltiness comes and the sweetness comes. And now sweet smells like tickling top of my nose. And then it's not just saltiness. Why? It's because I think they might be sourdough. I'm not entirely sure. 11th. This was a very iconic bread. It was a white base, but it had a cumin seed inside. Oh, nice texture. See? Oh, yes. You can smell it. You can smell the cumin. It's this in the beginning because it was like white bread. So it reminds of me that bread miso I was making in Japanese bread. Can I say like milky taste in the beginning, but then obviously have a cumin. And the cumin really works well. I like it. Yeah, it's almost leaving some like caramelized taste in the end. Is this 12, right? So 12. This was also nicely baked bread with really good crust, and I think they also use a sourdough. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh nice. Black crust. Yeah, it's almost almost burned. I don't know. It's like quite hard, dark crust brings nice flavor. Oh, this is good. 13s. I think it's this one that I introduced. I got even chef-made bread crumble, and this is the one. How the bread crumble turned into. So it was bread crumble, so it's very dry, or completely dry. So it's hard to get the sort of pastry texture. Can you see it? I think if you hold it, they can keep the shape. So it's, how should I say it? It's a bit like cookie dough. Yeah, cookie dough type texture. I'm so curious about this. It feels so much milder. It is because it was super dry. So even it's 100 grams, it can end up a lot of bread, right? So it feels taste milder. Oh, but this is nice too. I would use these ones on maybe just like putting sprinkle on a salad or yeah, because it's like a texture itself so iconic that you could not use it for like for example sauce, but something on the topping. Nice. Okay. And I actually have 14s. Right? Last one. Do you remember also I told you guys that I got actually a lot of bread, not just 100 grams each from the restaurant, the bakery. So I mixed whole different types of bread from everybody and made it one big bread miso to represent no separation, but we together taste better. Yeah. Okay, so that is also, it was like a very mixed bread, but the perfect miso texture got together. Smells quite mild. It's because maybe like I got a lot of sourdough bread. Obviously, it's some of them have a seed and some of them have a bit of a more stronger crumble. Oh, nice. See, I knew we get together taste better. So what I'm gonna bring you back each of bread miso to the restaurant, the chef, and also bakery. But also I want to take that one. The one miso, bread miso. So I hope you guys enjoy that my what's the word? Memorable phenomenon of tasting. I saw 12, but actually 13, and one big bread miso. So it's 14 different types of bread miso. It was great, and I wanted to just make sure that what I felt by doing this. So it's first, if you use it white flour based bread for the bread miso rather than brown flour based bread, and white flour based bread seems like fermentation go a little bit more active than brown flour based bread. Therefore, you, as a result, you get more stronger fragrance, and also that's more active alcohol types of fragrance. Okay, that's first. And second, if you use it any types of seeded bread or like seed inside, then that also makes a little bit milder taste as a result. It's because I think also fermentation go slower. It's because seed is normally have a protein more than the flour itself, right? So that makes sense. And third, if you use it harder crust, like almost dark crusted bread with a crust, that's also because I think that the crust itself get drier, therefore fermentation also go slower or milder, so the result itself is also milder taste. And this is the fourth of it. Did I say about the sourdough? Okay, if the sourdough bread, I find the taste and the fragrance also go milder. That's the result, and that's what I think I can present you guys from this experiment. So maybe next video what I'm gonna do, maybe I'll cook something with bread miso. Well, I hope you guys got some good information and idea of the bread miso making kit, and I will see you soon. It's a very sunny day, so I need to go out and maybe get beer. Alright, okay, so until I see you, enjoy the weather. See you, bye. So I want you to know, sorry.